Hello, everyone, and welcome to this interlude of the Neverwinter in Peril campaign. I am the ThePaladinBelle, and I will be your your game master tonight. I tried to say dungeon master and game master at the same time. It kept coming out. Yeah, it just fucking turned into gender master. It's great. I have mastered my own gender. It's fantastic. So we're gonna go over to my only player for the night, and let them introduce themselves. That's the wrong screen. There we go. Uh,
It's a me,
Lynx, can you hear me all the
Mario.
way down there?
What?
Can you hear me from down there?
I can't hear you. You're gonna have to speak up.
You've just got to move farther this way at the table. Scooch down chairs.
What? What? 2 town rares?
Scooch down
I'm
chairs.
gonna scoot
dear.
closer. I'm gonna scoot
There we go.
closer. I
Yes.
can't hear you.
Yes. Hello, Lynx. Welcome. Now that you're over in the pink
Hi.
chair. Welcome. I was saying scooch down here.
Oh, okay. It's wonderful to be able to hear you.
Yes, it is. You'd think with the cat ears you'd be able to hear me a little bit better.
You would think. You would think wrongly.
Yeah. Hence why, I have lion ears, but they're fake. But yeah.
They were fake.
No, listen. Technically, they're electronic. They do pick things up like radar dishes, and then shoot them into the headphones that attach to my other ears. However, they are technically electronic. Anyway, there's a little bit of Belle lore in the recorded session. This is exclusive Belle lore. Welcome,
The more
Lynx.
you know.
Welcome, Lynx. Would you mind introducing yourself and your character for the audience?
Hey there, I am Lynx. I go by Quarklynx wherever you socialize your medias. I use any pronouns, and my blorbo for tonight is Mithrin Gale Harrion Michaelis, a tiefling princeling who is just the most hopeless romantic you ever did see. And he's been out of action because first he caught the wailing death, then I caught the wailing death.
Right? That is a really good way to, that's what I'm going to call it from now on. I did not catch COVID, I caught the wailing death.
Yeah.
It's great. Okay. Welcome back. I'm glad you're feeling at least a little bit better.
Me too.
Fantastic to have you here. So here's where we are with Mithrin Gale, because he has missed 3 sessions now.
1, 2, 3, 4. Actually,
4 sessions now. Okay, so we pan into Mithrin Gale Michaelis, probably on the 3rd or 4th day, because on the first day, only your sister arrived via the docks, and she had a nice conversation, and then your brothers have been sending people with, the gifts that were for Rika, but today, on this particular day, as you have done research into the Zentarum for the past few days, both your brothers Alan and Merritt arrive at the docks on this. Have you ever seen and then the Fire Nation attacked scene from Avatar with the big fuck you metal boat? That's what they're arriving on.
Big metal boat.
The big metal fuck you boat. That's what they're arriving on. The very imposing, because it's not just one of those right now. It's 10. They travel in fleets. There are 10 of these
fleet
boats.
Of murder boats.
Yeah. Normally when people see these on the horizon, it's going to be war. And as and that probably for Gale, so if it was a casual visit, your brothers would have shown up with one boat, not a fleet. So what Gale sees is a fleet of boats coming to dock in the harbor.
I feel like Gale probably always gets anxious whenever he has to work with his oldest brothers. They're such an intimidating presence. They're so high up in the hierarchy.
Yeah. Yeah,
And they
because
do so much crazy crap.
yeah, exactly. That's fucking Merit just taking on an entire army at one point. It was
Yeah,
terrifying.
crazy
Um,
man.
so the main ship, your brother's flagship, instead of being this dark color like all the other boats are, is this sterling white with gold filigree on like the top and the head of a dragon on the end of it,
Nice.
which is the actual skull, gilded skull of a red dragon.
Hmm.
And he comes into port, and the gangplank for his ship kind of lowers, for these it's the front of the ship, so it's like the
Mhm.
dragon's mouth is opening as the
Aw,
gangplank
sick.
opens, and he kind of comes down, fully armored. He doesn't have his helmet on, but he's got a pair of like aviator sunglasses essentially.
It
Um,
does.
and he kind of comes down the ramp, and he goes, "Ah, Mithrin Gale! Hello, my dear brother. How have you been?"
Yeah. So I think Gale would like give a bow that is appropriate to like both of their respective stations as his brother's walking down the plank.
Yeah, giant him. You're expecting, oh, it's gonna be war, war Merit, but really,
Mhm.
he immediately starts talking, and you're like, oh, himbo Merit, got it.
Himbo Mer. I can work with this. So yeah, he gives a little bow and greets his brother warmly.
Merit, it has been too long.
That it has. That it has. I've been too busy slaughtering the Zentarum. Um, we have retaken Zintel Keep, just so you are aware. So you can tell
That is good to
Rika.
know.
You can tell Rika that the rebuilding efforts have begun.
I shall.
What do you have to report? And because that's the subtle change, but his voice becomes like bassier as he says like report, because this is official Merit. This is
Mhm. Mhm.
I need I need the information you have.
Yeah. So is this like a private dock, a
Nope,
public dock?
it's public. He wants to hear it in public. He's not afraid of people hearing it.
Okay, great. Yeah, Gale's gonna look around at all the people pointedly
Uh,
as he says
one moment.
something.
One moment. Obviously, you're nervous, and he'll snap, and a horde of fucking soldiers begin clearing the dock.
No, no, Merit, that's not necessary. No, we can go somewhere else. We don't have to
No,
put these poor people.
they're
No.
fine. I was asked to do this. Apparently,
As you say.
the Neverwinter Guard have been lacking as of late due to the spell plague. So I was asked to bring a contingent of our soldiers. I brought a fleet as a gift to Lady Neverember. Seeing
And
as
were you asked to sick that fleet on unsuspecting civilians at the dockyard?
well, they are. If you'll notice, and he'll like gesture to some of the soldiers, and they're carrying large fucking like chests. They're just herding people into areas where they can hand food out. People are
I
always very
suppose
food
that's
motivated.
fair enough. Well, I suppose that neatly sidesteps that issue. Report then. Where to start? I haven't been here very long, but things have already developed swiftly.
He'll nod, and he goes, "I assume you can still walk and talk." And he'll gesture
Yes.
for you to enter his boat.
I have recovered completely. I'm perfectly fine now.
Good. If I ever hear about you not taking care of yourself, Telamon did send me a full report. I will beat you into the ground myself.
Much as I appreciate your concern, it is not needed.
I disagree wholeheartedly, but anyway, come on. And you can hear kind of as you two walk onto the boat, the not so subtle footsteps of Telamon on the metal of the boat.
Clank, clank, clank.
Telamon just having been silent through this whole conversation.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
yeah. No, it's not really Telmon's place to
speak
Interface
at
with-
this point.
Royalty.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just like, I will be spoken to if I need to speak.
Mhm. Yes, Gale's he's got like his game face on, his work face. Like he's very much playing the professional in what's the word? Diplomat.
Yeah, diplomat at the moment. You enter the boat, and what you enter to is not like a like the area of a military. What he takes you into is this like small study that basically looks like the sitting area of your old home.
Mhm.
And sitting there is Alan, like gently like sharpening a small dagger, and he looks up and goes, "Oh, hello, brother. How are you?"
I'm perfectly well, thank you. I'm glad to see you both fare well, and that your travels were not too unduly taxing.
Well, faring well, and he'll like gently roll up his sleeve, and you see like his entire left arm is now mechanical. Not as well as you
Oh
might think.
no.
I got
What happened now?
stray fireball.
A fireball.
Yes, stray fireball. Normally I'm
I've
able to
always
dodge
said your
those.
mages need to be trained better.
Wasn't my mage. It was a fire knife, Zentarum.
Oh,
Yes, I was in the midst of backing our dumbass here up and got hit with a fireball for my trouble. Anyway,
well-
we had the same person that made Telemon, and he'll stab the sword into the knife into the table, make my new arm. It removes fluidly, it works pretty well, and it's almost as good as the old one.
at least it wasn't that one young one of yours who accidentally fire-bolted you last time.
Yeah. That one, you talking about the young lady that hit me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That one is now my fiance.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Merritt here is also engaged, aren't you, Merritt? And you see
That is
Merritt
news
just
to
kind
me.
of, you see Merritt just kind of give him like a side eye. Yes, I am. It's a political marriage, unfortunately.
And I was not informed.
Not yet. She and I were going to inform you when we went to the Hall of Justice. It's Lady Neverimber.
To be wed? No, okay. Just to announce it to others. Okay.
Yes.
Who, where, why?
Lady Neverimber?
Well-
And because Neverwinter is in danger of collapsing.
Gale has fully stopped in his tracks. He was not expecting that at all.
Yeah, your brother seems very upset about it. But it's a point of order of like the two kingdoms would both benefit from that happening, and he's
Mhm.
just like, Lady Neverimber and I both have agreed neither of us are each other's type, if you catch my drift.
I very
Um,
much catch your drift.
And the rules of, engagement as far as royalty go, it's improper to help another kingdom without, reason, and
Well, surely
so-
there are other ways to achieve this.
technically, if I were to marry another member of the Neverimber line, yes.
Okay,
But
there's
I
not
don't
very
know,
many of those.
But I don't know if she has any brothers.
Don't think she does.
So Gale would actually know. She does.
Oh?
She has two brothers, one older
Okay.
and one younger. The older one, much like your brother, eschewed the throne. He does not want
Uh-huh.
to be king of Neverwinter, and he currently serves as the head of like the mayor of the Black Lake district.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That is, she does have an older brother, and he is about the same
Okay.
age as yours.
Okay, then Gale looks thoughtful and says,
I believe I could attempt to arrange something. It would depend on his acquiescence, but it may serve a more suitable match than you and Lady Neverember.
Yes, I would say so as well. Um, if you could do that while I was in the city, so we don't have to do the whole announcement of
Yes.
a proposed marriage, that would
I
be
can arrange
phenomenal.
introductions. Yes, yes.
Fantastic.
Ugh. I'm very glad that Alan told me.
Me too.
Looking at Merritt askance intentionally.
Yeah, Merritt is not meeting your eye. Merritt is so cuz he's so dumb about this stuff. That's why he got you to do it. That's why it's your job, cuz he's just so bad at it. That's why he didn't want to be High King. He wanted to be, okay, it's a prince's union cuz I'm bad at shit. I'm good at killing things. I'm bad at talking to people.
Okay, I'm just gonna add that to my list of things to do. Introduce Merritt to the
Prince. His
older.
name is
yes.
Prince Alexstrasza Neverember.
Neverember, the eligible older brother to Lady Neverember.
And he lives in the Black Lake district.
Okay.
And Alan will just go, so, anything interesting to report from your time here, Mithrin Gale?
Gale straightens up from his exasperation and goes into report mode.
Yes. So, ultimately, I'm sure you're both aware at this point, the Zentarum are here. That's the main point.
Yes.
There's 2 cells. At least one of them seems to be after Rika, specifically.
Well, yes, we assumed that, at least that there would be a cell after Rika. We didn't know that there were 2 cells in the city, though.
Hence the report. But the one was particularly active in going about their intentions with Rika. Telemon apprehended a would-be assassin, thankfully.
Telemon, you see Telemon smile, and he's just like, "Yep, nope, I did in fact catch and fix that situation." He doesn't say that, but he is the cat that caught the canary in this moment.
And he's so good at it.
Yes, so luckily that situation was handled. I believe, was it from them that we got the information that there was another group here?
Are you asking Telemon?
Yes.
He will respond, "Yes, Master Mithrin Gale. And he tightens his fist, and he goes, I persuaded him to give me the information."
Most effectively.
Yes. And you see Merritt just kind of go, "My way, a man after my own heart." How did it go, the persuasion? Well, I beat him until he couldn't move, and then I let Rika's attendant have some time with him, testing some new
Suffice to
poisons.
say, he no longer lives.
Oh no, he's still alive.
Is he? That is news to me as well. I thought Emery would have done away with him by now.
Nope, I've been keeping him alive to get a little bit of information. I did kill him at one point, but
see, that's what I recall.
Resurrection tablets are not that hard to come by.
I forgot about that little trick of yours.
Don't worry, I will dispose of him soon, but I wanted to let Lord Merritt have his time. You know he is better at interrogation than I am.
How thoughtful.
You see Merritt smile and go, "I appreciate that, Telemon.
I can arrange some time for that.
Thank you. I will make sure that he talks as much as possible. I'm very good at making little birdies sing. Anyway."
Yeah, and then we can clean up the loose ends.
Yes, exactly. Anything else aside from the two cells?
Yes. In related but not confirmed news, the Crimson Owls. You know this group, yes?
Pirates, yes, they work for the Zentarum.
Yes. No longer, it seems. Their boat was burned down and they were poisoned.
Their fleet, their whole fleet was burned down.
The whole fleet was burned down, not their boat.
Yeah, that is interesting. Do we know who did this?
As of yet, there's no distinct evidence to point one way or another because what remains lies at the bottom of the ocean. But the Queen suspects that it was Queen Lady Neverember.
Well, no, she is the queen. She is the queen of Neverwinter.
The Queen Neverember suspects it was none other than the Zentarum. It does seem to match their typical modus operandi.
Telemon will just like gently put a hand on your shoulder as if going, I know more information than you do about this.
My retainer can speak more on the matter.
It was Emery. Emery took a poison that I gave to them, put it in the casks, and then burned the boats down.
Oh, well, that's one mystery solved, I suppose, then.
Yes. The Lady Neverember is covering for Emery and making the Zentarum fight one another.
Well, this is why I'm not the Prince of Information.
Alan just goes, that is fantastic news. I can work with that. And you see, like, he's got this smile on that means, I'm gonna go cause chaos.
So, it seems you are both pleased with some developments. You have some tasks you wish to pursue.
Yes. So, one, we were to bring soldiers to help with the spell plague.
Yes.
Two, we were asked to investigate the Neverdeath Graveyard, whatever the Neverdeath Graveyard is, to see if we can find...
To the east of town.
Yes. I assumed you would know.
Yes.
To see if there are... Because there are reports, maybe unconfirmed reports, but reports, that there are spell plague zombies within the graveyard. Now, if this is the case, I will need your assistance dealing with this problem.
Of course.
I trust you are still capable in a fight.
I've not gotten rusty for being away from the fight that long, brother.
Good.
But
I would hope not.
do you recall the letter I sent you shortly after arriving?
Remind me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that definitely means he didn't read it.
No, he read it. He just was also in the midst of like a war.
Yeah, didn't read it thoroughly for comprehension.
Yeah.
But Gale kind of he expected that, so he like doesn't react or anything. He just continues to roll with it as if he anticipated this.
Yeah.
In my letter, I described to you a dream that I had involving Rika.
Yeah.
I believe it was a message from Our Lady of Dreams.
And what makes you believe that?
There was a certain pull within the dream, a certain urging that the fate I saw within the dream could be changed.
I see. What happened
In the letter,
your dream?
yes, I described it.
From what I recall, it was Rika was killed. But I wanted to know if there were any more. There's any more to it than that.
there were hordes of undead filling the streets, zombies overtaking Dare, Telemon, eventually Rika, infecting her with the spell plague, which is not something that you can tell upon looking, but I could sense it somehow.
I see. And you believe this to be a message from Our Lady?
Would not hurt to take it as such.
Well, if this is the case, then we should likely see what we can do about diminishing their numbers.
I agree.
Now, Lynx, here's what I'm going to have you do for me.
Uh-huh.
I want you to roll me 2 sets of stats.
Okay.
These are going to be your
Stats?
brother's stat. Yeah, these are going to be your brother's stats.
okay.
Oh, yeah. Just,
I'm so sorry, my brother.
/ roll stats in the Discord.
Okay. Where?
So there should be a dice spot spam in the Discord. I will be able to tell you exactly where as soon as this map exports. Because I should have been doing this like an hour ago, but I took a nap.
Okay. I see Neverwinter dice rolls.
Yep, Neverwinter dice rolls. That's what you do.
Okay. And what's the roll stats?
Yep, / or exclamation point roll stats.
Roll stats. 13, 11, 12, 11, 12, 15. That's not too bad.
That'll be Alan's, and then we'll much better.
13, 14, 13, 16, 12, 12. Nice.
Fantastic. So yeah, that'll be your eldest brother.
Yay.
Boop,
Go,
and
Merrick, go.
Boop. And then I'm going to just very quickly use the character mancer to make a character.
Yay.
You are all tieflings. Boop. Chaotic good. But yeah, so your brother just kind of goes, so you're positive that this is going to happen.
Gale, was going to nod, but then kind of looks to the side hesitantly.
I do not know so much that it will happen, but that it could.
I see. So I have a question. How religious is Gale? Do
I
you
mean,
think?
Okay, so in IRL terms, he was raised in a Christian household,
Yeah.
and he still knows the practices and follows them occasionally. He celebrates Christmas and all that, and Easter,
Yeah.
and occasionally thinks about it, now. But for the most part, he is a casual observer.
Would he pull on what knowledge he has to try and get a connection to
he could Yeah, he could take a second to meditate on the matter and be like, search your feelings. Do I know this to be true?
Exactly. So roll me. What you're gonna do is you're gonna roll me a religion check.
Mm-hmm.
And then see how you do.
That's not great.
What was the number I am currently inputting your brother's stats?
Well, I accidentally rolled with advantage. So the first number was a 7. The second was an 11. Both are bad.
Yeah. So you, in this moment, you kind of try and pull from what little religious knowledge you have. And
Which is some. He's got a +4.
He's got, Well, if he's got a +4, then yeah, I'll give him the advantage, like, because he's studied.
Yeah.
And he's got like this die-hard, like, essentially he's got this this die-hard sister that's really heavily into the religion, so he's like knows what they know and kind of what
He's
they
also
were able
got
to teach him.
Koran.
Yeah.
Or Koran.
Yeah.
One of his retainers.
And they are they've kind of taught you really well. But then at the same time, like your brothers themselves also don't really practice. So you guys kind of are like sitting there, and something pulls you to like to kind of know that this can be changed. This is not destiny, but it was a message, essentially.
Yeah.
And
so yeah, that lines up with what he said. It could happen.
Yeah, it could happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So like he'd ponder on it further. And ultimately, I think his feelings and confirmation bias would lead him to the conclusion, yeah, actually, this could totally happen unless we fix it.
Yeah. How old is Gale?
Let me check.
Because his brothers are
22.
Yeah, his brothers are 10 and 9 years respectively older than him. So 32 for him.
Yeah,
your
he's a little baby.
Brother is 6'8". He's a big motherfucker. So your brother kind of looks at you and goes, what do you think we should do? To stop this from happening? What do you think we should organize the troops? Do you think we should go in by ourselves? This is a city that you have been in longer than I have. But I don't. But it's probably
longer.
not. But it's well, you've been here before. You are friends with Lady Neverember. I've never met the woman. I've literally never been to this to the Sword Coast. You would know.
Perhaps an introduction should be made.
Yeah, you would know that Merritt has never left the island.
Never?
Yeah, he's never left the island. He's always been on that island, conquering basically as much as he could territory-wise, even when he was a child, and he wasn't, he didn't really have a childhood. That's why he kind of made it easier on you guys.
Belle, I'd like to direct your attention to the Discord where I rolled stats.
Uh-huh. Oh, I saw.
My party members are freaking out. They're worrying that Gale's dead because the last thing that happened to him in the main sessions was he took lethal damage.
You may tell them whatever you would like for the drama.
Smiley face. Yes, so Gale would address his brother's concerns and just be like,
I have already arranged a meeting with her, so actually we should head over somewhat soon so that you can be properly introduced.
Oh, great. Okay, thank you. And you see him kind of
discuss the matter.
You see him kind of like nod and go, okay. And because he gets incredibly nervous meeting other nobles as like a person. That's kind of his whole deal. Is like, oh God, what is this is gonna be bad.
Okay, all right. Gale will like put a hand on his brother's arm and be like leaning close.
She's very kind. She reminds me a lot of our sister.
Oh, thank God. Okay, yes. Thank Lady Sahanin that I'm not going to make a fool of myself. All right, on we go.
We still might.
And you hear from behind him, like, Alan just bust out laughing. He's just like, oh, yes, no, he's going to be a buffoon like he always is.
Just try your best. That's all I ask.
And he just kind of nods and goes, fine. Lead the way, dear brother.
Yes.
So I imagine Gale would have arranged like a carriage or something in advance.
Yeah, you could have arranged for a carriage.
He was smart. He would have planned for several eventualities.
Yeah, you could have arranged for like a carriage. You could have arranged for like just like
a palanquin.
A palanquin, a set of fucking horses, like one of those like carriages that has an open roof with like 7 horses on it. Like it's completely up to you.
Okay. Probably a carriage. That would most likely afford them the most privacy.
So the royal palace would give you a carriage that's befitting of royalty, and you're able to like head into the city, and like people you see like people watching and commenting, and because this is like a poorer area of the city. Like the Beggar's Nest is the poorest, but the docks are not much better off. And so he like you see Alan just kind of go, damn, it's a lot of attention we're drawing.
Yeah, I feel like Gale would have tried to get a slightly less conspicuous carriage than the royal one, so like there would be 2 carriages lined up.
It's more the you just came off of a giant fuck off boat.
Yeah.
To this carriage that is like, oh, what's that? Why is that here? Because it's a fleet of ships, right? That just made landing, and like people are like, what the fuck is that? Because it's
what I think Gale would do actually is send like Corin or another one of his retainers along with a couple of the guards in the fancy carriage, and then direct his brothers to the more normal one.
Yeah, and Solana can also make, because she's your
both
herald. Well, no, because she's your herald, so she can distract people essentially.
Yeah, perfect. So that like the big fancy carriage goes one direction, takes a lot of attention, and then the normal carriage that's smaller goes directly towards the Hall of Justice.
Yeah. And so you're able to kind of get to the Hall of Justice, and you when you arrive there, you see, Lady Neverember standing on the stairs, and she's just like hand on her face, like she's exasperated. She's like very, very like, oh my God, what have I gotten myself into? Expecting the thing that Merritt told you about. And going, oh God, oh by the gods, oh Bahamut help me. You get there, you arrive, you kind of get out of the carriage.
Gale would get out first, ask his brothers to wait a moment, and then like under the appearances of getting things prepared for like fancy top tier nobility, royalty getting out of the carriage, he would like approach
Lady Neverember,
footman and stuff, and then Lady Neverember, and just kind of lean in and be like,
my lady, are you all right?
Yes, Gale, I'm fine. I'm just to apparently meet my fiance today.
Unless we can arrange something with your elder brother.
Alexstrasza?
and he like, he like looks at her like with an eyebrow raised, like, maybe.
Oh shit, I didn't even think about that. And she'll like look up and kind of gesture, and you see this mountain of a man. Like he's a big sumbitch. And he kind of comes over and he offers a hand to Gale and goes, "My name is Alex Straza. I am Lady Neverember's oldest brother. Are you
Gale would
the
do the
fiance?"
appropriate. Oh, no. Gale would give the appropriate gesture of greeting to the hand offered,
Yeah.
and smile.
Very, very firm
a-
handshake on this man.
Yeah.
No, I am not her fiance. My fiance lies elsewhere, unfortunately.
I see. Oh, is this the one? Yes, brother. This is my friend, the one that was stupid enough to catch the Wailing Death. And he just goes, "I was the one that gave you your vaccines."
I appreciate it, thank you. Call me Gale.
You can call me Alex.
Pleasure.
And he like will pull you in and hug you, because like at that point you're basically family. Because the way Neverember talks about you, you're like her best friend. And so he like cracks your back. Your back hasn't been cracked in a while, so likely this is like a relief of the very stressful situations you've been in for a while. And he goes, and he like claps his hand on your shoulder and he goes, "So your brother is supposed to marry my sister?" And like this,
unless you'd like to do it first.
And he like thinks about it and then he looks over and he goes, "Is your brother cute?"
Depends on who's looking. But first, how about we just all meet one another under the
"Yes, go get him."
banner of friendship.
And he goes, "Go get him." For like just a second before like you had said not if you unless you marry him first, there was this this air of I will kill this motherfucker if he murders, like the dad with a shotgun talk.
Yeah. I like to think Gale is very good at tactically
Yeah, tactical
using things
tactical
like that.
retreat.
Okay, yeah, so after like just opening the floor like, "Hey, let's just meet one another, let's be friends," Gale goes and gets his brothers. And like with all the fanfare that is appropriate for royalty, heralds and whatever, I assume the other carriage would eventually have looped back to meet up with them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah, absolutely. You know, your brothers step out of the carriage, and Merritt had like stepped out of the carriage, seeing this fucking giant of a man with his hand on you, and Merritt leans over and goes, "Are you okay?"
And that is not a concern. The main concern right now is, how does he look?
Is that the brother?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Tall, dark, and handsome, no?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's bigger than me. No one's ever bigger than me in a room.
Yeah, it's quite a feat, isn't it?
What do they feed that thing?
You'll have to ask him.
You know what? Yes, I will. I don't know how to cook, but I'll learn.
Okay, yeah, Gale would lead his brothers up. Well, by lead, I mean follow behind, because
Yeah, no, he would
order and all
gesture
that.
for you to lead him. This is not something he's used to. You are the
Gale
diplomat.
would, like,
he is the warrior.
grab his brother's elbow, because, like, by order of, like, hierarchy, he
Yeah.
should technically go first, but Gale is gonna, like, guide him from right behind him. And then, like, go up and demonstrate what to do, like, and assume that his brother's gonna catch on. A couple moments later, he'll give, like, a bow and properly, formally greet the lady, like,
My good Lady Neverember, I am Mithrin Gale Harrion Michaelis. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
despite them having already met.
She just goes, yes. My name is, you may just call me Lady Neverember, and it is a pleasure to make yours as well. I am assuming this is And Merritt just kind of goes, yes, right. Normally I have a herald to do this for me. Gale, make my introduction, please.
Of course, brother. Merithias, Prince High Warden, the Red Right Hand of Melvaunt, its sword and shield. And my other elder brother, Melanquius, Prince in Shadow, Melvaunt's silent left hand.
He just kind of goes, I can make my own introductions, thank you.
If you would like to make your own, you may.
He will walk up, just dead to Alexstrasza, the fucking older brother, and he goes, Melanquius, Prince in Shadow, Melvaunt's silent left hand, its cloak and dagger, leader of the Dusk Watch, at your service. And this man will place his hand, because it's offered to him, place his hand in Alan's hand, and Alan will lean forward and kiss his knuckles, and you see Merritt white knuckle his sword. I'm going to kill him, Gale. I'm going to kill him. And Alexstrasza will kind of go, my name is Lord Alexstrasza, Duke of the Black Lake, the Sword and Shield and High Warden of Neverwinter. It is nice to meet you, Lord Merithias. And he will offer his hand to take Merithias's, and Merithias will place his hand in his, and he will pull Merithias forward, which most people don't do that. And will kiss his knuckles and will look up at him and wink, and you see this man who never loses composure melt.
I feel like Gale is some kind of fascination, and it's still his brother. It's kind of icky to see him getting romantic, but it's goddamn, go for it, go get it, big bro.
And you see Lady Neverember chuckle, and she goes, "Yep, that's my brother." Jesus Christ. Or she says, "By the heroes of Neverwinter."
Well, now that we're all better acquainted, how about we adjourn inside and discuss matters?
You see Alexstrasza go, "Yes, I prepared a feast. Please, allow me." And he leads Merritt in, and you see Alan go, "What the fuck was that?"
Well, at least they're getting along.
I'd say so, yes. Boy leaves the island. Boy leaves the island one time, gets a beefcake.
I guess he's got game.
That is never something I thought I would ever hear about our brother, but I suppose he does.
Either that, or maybe they were just on the exact same wavelength. They do seem very similar at first glance, but I suppose we'll have to wait and see.
Yes, I suppose. And Lady Neverember just kind of goes, and what might I ask is this one doing here? And she'll kind of gesture to Alan.
Yeah.
My other older brother and one of my sisters are all in the city to help deal with the plague issue.
I see. I know why your sister's here. It's not the plague. I asked her to be here to help me with another issue of mine. But this one coming with your eldest brother is not unsurprising. They do kind of go everywhere together. So when did you come up with the plan of marrying my brother to yours? Is that just
this morning?
Yes, that's what I figured.
They seem to be getting along, at least.
Oh yes, they do. So
That way, you two don't have to marry each other.
yeah, no.
I dare say neither of you would have been happy with that arrangement.
Nope, your brother's definitely not my type.
Nor are you his, unfortunate as that is. Spectacular example of womanhood that you are.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Mithrin Gale. I have another spectacular example of womanhood in my eye, personally. Um, by the way, your cousin, Dare,
Yes.
almost died. You may
Again?
wish to, yes, but this time it was almost by Emery's hands. You may wish
Dear.
You may wish to save him sooner than later.
I'll see what I can do.
So, they are feasting. I need to speak with you in private.
They what? Sorry, didn't hear that.
Your brother and mine, and she'll kind of gesture for Alan to like go, and he's just like, "My lady, that is improper." And she goes, "I am a queen, and you are a prince. Go."
She's right, you know.
And he smiles and goes, "I like her. I see why you're friends." And then he heads in. I wish to speak to you in private about what's been going on with the plague.
Just me?
Yes.
My brothers are not privy?
I think your brothers will be a little less enthused about how we've been handling it. Your brothers are very militarily minded. We are not. So, not
That is
since
true,
my father
but
died.
they both do tend to respect the expertise of others.
That's my problem. Is I haven't been doing this expertly.
What's the problem then?
We are failing to keep the plague zombies in the Neverdeath graveyard. We spotted 5 just in the main city today. We don't know where they're coming from.
From the graveyard, clearly.
Well, that's one source, yes, but these were nowhere near Neverdeath.
At all?
No, they were clear on the other side of the city, in the Elven markets.
That is concerning.
And it is my belief that there is another hand in this that may have been causing chaos in the city. So,
Well, in that case, the right siblings of mine did in fact arrive, as it
yes,
seems like what you need in the moment is might to fight back the hordes of the undead, and information, which Alan is very good at getting.
I hope so.
Don't worry, we will help you.
Thank you, my friend. I would not trust
course.
anyone other than you at this.
That's why I'm here.
Gale, do you know what it is to run a city that hates you?
I cannot say that I do. It does not sound pleasant, though.
It is not. But since my father died, the people have looked to me to deal with problems I am not capable of dealing with without help. I was 12 when I took my throne. I am only in my mid-20s.
You are very young, War Ruler. You have done the best that you could have.
I only
But we will
hope
make
that
up the
you are
difference.
right.
We will get everything set right and put in order, and we'll get you set up for success by the time we leave.
Thank you. Mithrin
Maybe
Gale.
we could get you some servants or a council, maybe, some help.
Yes, I've tried, but the last council I employed almost it was not. Let's just say they tried to have they did more than try to have me killed.
That sounds less than helpful.
Yes, exactly.
Let's get it done properly this time.
I was thinking maybe, I don't know. My father had the Heroes of Neverwinter. That was his council. I was thinking maybe you and your group could be mine.
Oh. I do not know that I could necessarily serve such a position given my own
I mean, you would be an ambassador.
affiliations.
You are an ambassador, are you not?
I'm certainly here to help. Yes, and I do. Well, I suppose you would just have to ask the others.
Yes, ask your eldest.
It would be a matter of some paperwork to get it properly done so that the affiliations between myself and my kingdom, Rika and her kingdom, and all those others wouldn't pose conflict in Charybdis, goodness gracious.
Yes, Charybdis is an interesting one. I have noticed that one just does what she wants. Then again,
Yeah, that she does.
Then again, they did invade the city of Flan. Like, I recently heard her entire kingdom raided the city of Flan and like almost took the pool of radiance. Did you know that?
I knew of the general situation, yes.
Apparently, she led that charge.
That does sound like her.
Yes. It is interesting to know that she is at least capable of that. That is slightly terrifying.
So it would be complicated, but we can figure it out.
Yes.
One issue at a time, though. Let's start with the zombies.
Yes. I believe we could. I believe we could probably deal with the zombie problem very quickly if we were fast about it.
I believe so too. That seems wise.
So we should get on that now. Let us find your brothers. And she, like,
yes.
You can see that she is frazzled, like, as far as, like, she's not one to, like, know what the fuck, like, she's not one to be immediately, okay, I know what's going on, and I'm going to go do this. She is typically, like, I have a council of people with me, telling me, okay, these are the best ways to go about this. So and you know, Gale would kind of know that. Gale would kind of know that, like, typically she's not one to jump to decisions rashly. But at the same time, like, when she does make decisions, she makes them with a firm hand.
Okay. So, can I roll insight maybe to see, like, what she needs right now to do this confidently?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. 15.
Essentially what she needs right now is assurance. Just like someone to go, yeah, no, I get it. I get that, you know, these people are shit. You know, these people are assholes or being assholes to you, but you got this, and we have this.
Okay. All right. So Gale will, like, grab her arm to pause her in her pursuit of his brothers.
Yeah.
And, like, wait a moment, like, say her name, and then wait a moment until she makes eye contact.
Yeah, and she does. She turns and kind of looks at you.
Hey, I'm here. My brothers are here. We're all here to support you. Your brother's here as well. We will back you up. We will take care of the situation, and then we will figure out all the rest. You can do this.
She kind of nods and goes, "You're right. You're right. I had an idea.
All right.
Would you
want
and
to share now or
your
wait?
brothers be willing to? This is me asking you, because I'm
All
sending
right.
you into a dangerous situation.
Mm-hmm.
Would you be willing to go into the Never Death graveyard by yourselves?
Absolutely. If that's what it takes.
Here is my suggestion. Take your brothers. My brother will be dealing with the Black Lake district. But take your brothers and Telemon, was it? That's the big metal man, yeah?
Yes, that is my primary retainer who aids in combat at least.
Take Telemon and investigate the graveyard, so we can have a clear shot to the should we need to the tomb of Nashar Lagondar, where we believe the first infection started.
Gale will like take both of her hands in his and like clasp them firmly and try and like remind her to breathe again because she still hadn't done that.
Yeah, she does. She takes like a deep breath and you know.
Mhm.
If that is what you need, my friend, then you shall have it.
Thank you, Gale. And as you two are talking, you see this man like run in, and he's Neverwinter Guard, and he's very much like exasperated and exhausted, and just goes, my lady, the guardhouse is broken. We need reinforcements at the graveyard. Oh, and he like
Perhaps
collapses.
I shall brief my brothers on the way.
Yeah, and he collapses and has been bitten. Very clearly is infected. Probably should cleanse that with fire.
Yeah, Gale is okay. Probably gonna call over Telemon. Can Telemon cast like Sacred Flame or something?
So what Telemon does is he walks over, he leans down because Telemon can't get infected. Leans down and will, he immolates the body with Sacred Flame.
Okay, yeah. Gale ushers Lady Neverember to go do her thing and like reassures her as he starts running.
I will brief my brothers on the way. We'll go immediately.
And you can catch up to your brothers very quickly. Merritt's still there, like swooning. And he's just like, brother, hello. You look worried. What's going on? Like he immediately goes from swooning to, okay, it's time to go.
We must make haste to the graveyard.
What happened?
I had hoped to have a nice meeting where we could go over things, but apparently things have accelerated. So I believe the four of us.
And he gestures to like Merritt, Alan, and
Telemon,
who's probably catching up.
No, Telemon followed you because Telemon's sprinting speed is double yours.
Really?
Yep, because of his strength.
Oh, dang. Okay. Then Telemon, who got there before.
Yeah. Telemon was jogging to keep pace with you.
Mm-hmm.
We need to go there immediately and take care of the situation. There's not really time to go get others.
Oh, fuck. All right. And he'll kind of look at Alan and go, let's fucking do this. And he'll like lower a visor that, and one of the things that is about your older brother, he wears a helmet that resembles the face of your mother. Because that was his inspiration. So when he lowers his visor, it is just your mom's face.
That's cute.
And yeah, you guys rush over to the Never Death graveyard. And
Gale would give them info on the way, like, hey, we got to clear the way to this place where Lady Neverember believes the first thingy happened.
Yeah, the first infection happened.
Yeah, that.
I gotta find you where is your PNG on my list? Have you been? No, you haven't played since I got my new computer. Yeah. So I need to add. You haven't been. At least you haven't been on the battle map since I got my new computer. So I gotta put you over here on the battle map screen, behind the table.
Put me on the screen.
Yeah. So we are now on the battle map screen. You are in the Never Death Graveyard. You are within the you're within the Never Death Graveyard. You you all arrive there, and immediately the first thing you see are just a shit ton of plague zombies.
Oh, hell yeah.
And so
Love this for me with my level 1 spells.
right. So here's what I need from you. Lynx, I need you to roll me initiative for you and Telemon and your brothers.
Great.
I will give you your brothers' character sheets in just a moment, so that you can roll initiative for them. Actually,
That's
no,
a
I
10
will.
for
I will
me.
control. I'll do your brothers. I got your brothers. Hold on.
Okay, I can man Telemon then.
Yeah, you can man
We don't have
Telemon,
to do
and
everyone.
I will do your brothers. Because Telemon essentially is your is on you anyway. So
He's my bro. He's my bestie.
and then
My good time boy.
my good time boy. Fucking, I love that God blessed show. All right, so. Oh God. Oh no.
That's a big number.
These poor plague zombies.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so Gale, you will go last out of your contingent. But yeah.
Probably because he's slowest.
Yeah. But yeah, the plague zombies go last. So it is Merritt first. I'm just going to move the turn order here. So Merritt is first.
Merritt, go.
So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because he's got Boots of Striding. And then he's going to fucking attack. He's going to Rage. So we're going to put on his Rage modifier. And then he's going to attack with his longsword in one hand.
Not bad.
That's a 15, but it does not hit the monster's AC, which is higher than that. And then he's gonna do it again. Except this time he's gonna do two-handed. Yeah, that's a 20.
Nice.
That is a 20. And he does 12 points of slashing damage, and then needs to make a con save.
Oh no.
In order to not contract the plague. Yeah, he's fine. I need to turn on the advantage toggle. But yeah, he's fine. He does not contract the plague.
That's a con save. Okay, when I blade sing, I get advantage. No, a bonus to con saving throws.
Yeah.
Oh no, to maintain concentration. Oh well.
But yeah.
I thought it was just in general.
But yeah, he does not contract the plague, and he just kind of goes, "Watch yourself. Attack at range if you can." And Merritt will kind of come over here and take cover behind a tombstone, and because he is up next, and so Alan will do that. We'll come up here, take cover behind a tombstone, cunning action hide to get
Avantage.
Yeah, advantage. So we're gonna roll stealth real quick to make sure that goes through. It's a natural 20. Yeah, no one's
invisible.
You have no idea where your brother went.
Who's a brother? I don't have one.
Yeah, exactly. And then he's going
Never seen one in my life.
And he's gonna short bow. That is a 23. So that's gonna hit this guy. And that is going to be 6 more piercing damage. Oh, I didn't put on sneak attack, did I? What does sneak attack do? 5d6 damage? Yeah, so I gotta roll an extra 5d6.
Don't know.
No, I do. I just looked it up. I just looked at it. So he does another 21 points of damage, so yeah, just fucking mauls this man.
Incredible.
Just sticks him to the fucking grave behind him.
Good for him.
Yeah, and then that's his turn. Telamon.
Okay. Been a while since I've played a paladin, refamiliarizing myself with it. He does not actually have Sacred Flame.
He should as a.
Did I do that wrong?
No, so here's what I'm gonna do because of his construction. I'm gonna say that he has a version of Sacred Flame where he has to touch you to do it. It is built into him as a Warforged.
Cool.
So just put the spell Sacred Flame on your sheet.
That's
on his
actually
seat.
pretty awesome.
Yeah,
And it makes so much sense because he has like the symbols of Sahanine Moonbow built into him.
And so when he does it, they all glow, and then it just fucking immolates people.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay. All right. His speed is only 30 feet.
Does he have any ranged weapons?
Does he? Let's find out. He's got
would have,
javelins.
I was about to say, you could use his javelins, but the crown also would have offered you a sling. Like all of you were offered a sling. Just in case. And it is a +1 sling. And so you do have that. You, Gale and Telamon can both have a +1 sling, which I believe are in the compendium if you just type in the word sling.
Let me see. Sling, sling, sling. +1.
Yep, both of you can have a +1 sling.
Hell yeah. All right.
Just a
cool.
simple magic ranged weapon. The same thing they give the guard.
Okay. So that does 1d4 +1 bludgeoning damage, and javelin does 1d6 +2 piercing damage.
Yeah, it's just when you run out of javelins, you have the sling
What is
as
the
a backup.
range on a javelin?
I should say.
30, 120.
Yeah.
Okay, so
yeah,
the closest one he can hit is that one.
Yeah.
But he might as well aim for the ones that are further away.
Absolutely.
The same for that one.
Okay. For this one back here.
The
Holy
critical
shit.
success.
Yeah, so what we do for criticals is the same as I do for the D&D table, my standard D&D table. So what you're gonna do is it's the rolled damage of the javelin plus max damage for the javelin. So 6 plus whatever the max damage of a javelin is, which is 6. So 12. Because it's a 1d6. So that +2 for the damage is for the crit, the regular crit for how Roll20 calculates them. So
right.
Technically, the damage you just did was 12.
Yay! Doing so good, Telamon.
Telamon just kind of cocks his arm back, takes like an aim with his thumb, and then just fucking shotguns that thing across the battlefield.
Rips right through it.
Yeah, does Telamon have extra attacks?
Does he? That's a good question. I don't think he does at this level.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think that comes at level 4.
Yeah. No, not yet.
Okay, so Gale, it is your turn.
Okay, cool. I have to remember how Blade Song works. Makes me faster, gives me advantage on acrobatics checks, and gives me advantage on bonus to con saving throws. Maintain concentration. Blah, blah, blah. So it just makes me real good at hitting stuff then, I guess.
Yeah.
And so much faster. Okay. So let's engage a blade song.
Okay.
Is there a little symbol for that or something on here?
Let me see. Let me see what I can find for you. So I use this for Rallying Cry, so we can use it for Blade Song as well.
That works. Cool. All right. So yeah, Gale is going to Blade Sing. So now his speed is 40 instead of 30.
Mm-hmm.
He does have a bunch of spells. Range on that is 60 feet. Let's see. And what is the width on that? The width? I mean, the immediate area. Within 5 feet.
Yeah.
So it'd be better to wait on that one. So for now, what can Gale do? Gale can go take care of that guy. Back up his brother. Hold the line.
Awesome.
Yeah. Cool. Alright, I'm gonna attack this Zombo right here.
All right.
With-
Zombo? Okay, that one. Got it.
My sword.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to attempt it at least. Why does that say Dex mod?
Are you using a rapier?
Oh no, I'm looking at my global modifiers. I don't know what that is. Never mind. I'm gonna ignore it for now.
Okay.
Stab. I'm using my dueling sword actually, which is the different version that is not a rapier that you let me have.
The simple weapon rapier, yes.
Yes, it
Just-
lets me choose strength or dexterity,
Mhm.
and does just slightly more damage than a typical rapier.
Holy shit!
I'm rolling good
Yeah,
tonight.
Fuck you are.
Damn,
Go ahead and roll,
okay.
Go ahead and roll damage for me. So, 7
7.
plus max damage
8.
is 8.
8.
So 7, 16 fucking damage, or 15 damage. 15 damage immediately. Roll me a con save.
Great. Love that for me. 7.
Ooh. Do you have do you have inspiration at all?
I put them in a pool. I don't know if they were used by the rest of the party.
No, I think one of them was. So you have
Okay.
one left.
Then I'll take my 1 and try it now. Your dice gods, please save me. 11.
So, because the spell plague is an instant kill, like, there is no cure for it yet. The DC is very low, so you are 1 point above the DC. So you do not contract the spell plague.
Great.
However, do you have anything to do as a bonus action? Cantrips, potions.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Okay.
I can shocking grasp it.
Okay. You might have to make another con save, but okay.
Yep. Unfortunately, I have thaumaturgy, prestidigitation, minor illusion, and shocking grasp.
Fantastic.
May not have thought that through.
Firebolt would have been a great choice. Okay, that's a hit. Roll damage.
Would have been a much better choice.
3 lightning damage. Cool. Now roll me a con save.
Awesome. Yeah, I can do that for you. That's an 8.
So, here's what I'll let you do. I'll let you bargain with the DM. Right? What does Gale say in this moment? Pleading, you can make a plea to either the gods or the whatever will listen to try and keep yourself from getting the fucking spell plague.
Okay, all right. I think
Because he can
the
feel
sight-
it. Because one of the first things that happens when you contract the spell plague is you lose the ability to use magic.
Great. So I think the visual of all the zombies swarming and coming out of the grave and the graveyard and everything is reminding him of that dream he had in which Rika died.
Mm.
So he's probably got Madame Moonbow on the brain.
Yep.
So I think as he's attacking this zombie, he just like suddenly under his breath kind of mutters,
Sahanin, preserve me.
Okay. Now I need you
in
to make
desperation.
now I need you to make me a religion check at advantage.
Okay. 19.
Okay. So what you feel in this moment is a hand touch your back.
Mm-hmm.
Looking behind you, you see a woman with pale blue skin, long ears, kind of antlers coming out of her forehead, long green hair, and her armor bears the sigil of Sahanin Moonbow. She's in full plate. You kind of look around. You don't see anybody else that can see her, and you hear her. It's almost like her lips move, but it's almost as if they're not. That's not what you're hearing. It's not that you're hearing someone speak. You're hearing as if it's telepathic. Our Lady hears you, Mithran Gale. You are not alone, and you will not lose your magic this day. As she casts Greater Restoration. Because if you get Greater Restoration quick enough, when you contract the Spell Plague, you can stop it. And so you do not catch the plague, and she goes, and she will smile at you and goes, should you ever need me again? And she hands you a small locket that bears the sigil of Sahanin Moonbow. Open the locket. You can only use it 3 times. And only use it when you are desperate. And then she will disappear.
Cool. I'm about to take so much stress.
Yeah, absolutely.
As of yet, Gale has not taken stress. But the fact that the situation was apparently dire enough, like Gale has heard, he's read accounts of deities or messengers of deities coming down.
That would be the Herald of Sahanin Moonbow. That is someone who you have read about that comes to people in the moment of their death.
Yeah. So he's like, holy shit, I almost died for real again.
So I think in this moment, this is when the it feels like a sword slash to Rika. This is when that happens.
Okay. Great. So am I gonna take damage?
No, you're not gonna take damage.
Cool. All right. Well,
You
what
take
was
3
the
points of
maximum?
stress.
The maximum was like a rolling plus something else, though.
Plus 4, I think.
Like 4?
Yeah, I think it was plus 4.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
The
I'm
rules
taking
are
that.
in the Discord. But yeah. So you 4, 5, 6, 7 points of stress.
Fun.
Yeah, fun. As this is happening, you hear from outside the walls Rika's voice and the the voices of the others, as they react, and someone kind of goes, "Holy shit! That zombie almost pulled her under." Which was part of the dream, was Rika being pulled into the river by a zombie.
Oh no.
But you do hear the cry of a dying zombie.
Okay.
Another point of stress. Phenomenal.
Another maximum roll of stress because, wham! One thing after another. Gale almost died, and he realized it was almost for real. And then the dream moment,
happens.
Everything is her calling back to that, and he's not having a good time.
Yep, that's true. And now he's gonna get hit with a pair of claws. 13 versus your AC.
That does not hit.
All right. So that is that one's turn. 5, 10, 15. So this one is going to attack your brother. Yeah, that doesn't come anywhere close to your brother's AC. 5, 10, 15. That's as far as they can move. 5, 10, 15. 5, 10, 15. 5, 10, 15. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now it is Merritt's turn. And Merritt is going to look at you, or look at Mithrin Gale and go, "Brother, I told you not to be in range of these things," and then we'll begin fucking trying to mow them down.
Oh. Gale, probably would have responded in other circumstances, but he just took a whammy chock full of stress.
So he misses the first one, but he hits the second one, dealing 15 points of damage. And then he gets advantage on con saves right now. So we're gonna advantage, Constitution save. Yeah, he's fine. Now it is Alan's turn, who is going to call out to Merritt from literally nowhere. No one knows where the fuck he is still, because I rolled another stealth check, and no one knows where the fuck he is. And he goes, "Dear brother, do not be mean to Mithrin Gale. He's only trying to help." It's 23, and so... Oh, some bitch. Okay, so this one immediately dies, and what I do for overkill is it goes through that one into the next one. So
the arrow goes through the cranium and into the next one's armpit or something.
Yeah.
That's so sick.
So this one takes 13 points of damage as it gets shot in the fucking heart.
Nice.
And I do believe, actually, one second, I'm almost positive that Alan gets 2 shots. Because sneak attack, most resistance.
If he does, he should take the strategic route and kill this one.
This one here, yeah, that's true. Steal the kill from kill from Merritt, yeah.
Also, to pave the path of egress for Gale.
That misses. That is a miss. So,
bad job.
If Gale wants to disengage this way, he can. But also, it's Telemon's turn, and Telemon could get between Gale and that fucking zombie.
It is Telemon's turn, and that is exactly actually what Telemon intends to do. He's gonna get right there.
Telemon, all right, bitches, I can't be infected.
Do you think he would push Gale back?
Oh yeah, absolutely. That could be a bonus action of his, just boom, just pushing him out of danger.
Yeah. I don't know if I would even make him roll that, because I think Gale would accept it.
He puts his hand on your chest and goes, "I'm sorry, my lord," and then pushes you back 10 feet.
Perfect. Cool. And then Telemon's gonna get out his longsword. Two-handy. Unless... No, yeah, he's gonna get at the longsword. Which one's he gonna attack? Probably the one right in front of him. That one. And smack.
Yeah, 21's gonna hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Nice. 11.
So again, overkill. So this one only takes 9 points of damage, which will immediately murder it. So that'll leave 3 points, or 2 points for this one, as Telemon just kind of sweeps his sword, and it sticks into the back of the other one's head, and he just slurps it back out.
Nice. He's such a good guy. Go for him.
And now it is Gale's turn.
Awesome. All right, so fully spurned by his brother, Gale is now going to take a different tactic. Let's see. What spells can he do? I wonder, can wizards learn cantrips, or is that only a specific
Yeah, you
version?
can learn cantrips.
Okay. I'm gonna
So
have
here's the
to
thing.
make a
It's
note.
been several sessions that Gale has been in the city. If he would like to have learned Firebolt, he can fucking learn Firebolt.
I think he would.
Or any other ranged cantrip. Acid Splash, fucking...
Ray of Frost.
Ray of Frost, yeah. Ray of Frost also
That's what I was
slows
thinking.
enemies.
Exactly.
So-
Yeah, that's
so
why
yeah.
I was thinking he would try and grab that. He's tactical. He's smart.
Yeah. Ray of
All right.
Frost scroll is 2 silver, so mark 2 silver off your character sheet.
Oh no, 2-hole silver.
You could have also
man.
gotten like other spells while you were in the city, which are gold pieces, but yeah.
I may do that later.
Okay.
Note to Gale self
Buy
by
spell.
spell scrolls. I think I was gonna do that anyway, then I forgot.
Yep, that was part of the downtime activity that you wanted to do.
Yep. Oh well. Anyway, let's see. I also have other things I can do. That's a 15-foot cone. That's mage armor.
Oh, were you gonna
Underwave. A
try
lot of the-
burning hands?
No, I don't have burning hands. Ice knife is what I was gonna try,
Okay.
but they're not grouped up yet. So Ray of Frost it is.
All right.
At,
11 misses.
Okay, cool. And
It is
since
a
it's
cantrip.
a cantrip, actually, I
You do it
can.
twice.
Yeah.
You can do it twice.
So I accidentally closed my sheet. But that's okay. I fixed it. We're good now. Attempt 2.
Nope.
Nope.
All right. It is the ghoul's turn.
I imagine part of the fountain is now slightly frozen.
Oh yeah, the part of the fountain is in fact slightly frozen. So the ghouls are going to attempt to slash at Telamon. No. Does a 17 hit Telamon's AC?
Actually, yes.
Okay, so boop. 6 slashing damage to Telamon.
Okay, that is not great for him.
5, 10, 15. So that'll be the one that actually hit him. 5, 10, 15. They're getting closer, which is not good for you guys. But you do hear in the background, once again, the heroes are going into the crypts. Noting where Rika and fucking the rest of them are going. So you know to go into the crypt after this combat.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear Merritt kind of go, Mithrin Gale, take Telamon and get to the crypt. If your friends are in danger, you need to go. Me and Alan can handle this.
They have backup. You don't.
He kind of looks over at you and goes, do I need backup?
Do you?
No.
Are you certain?
And he goes, Gale, I gave you an order. Go.
Gale looks reluctant, but he swallows that and adopts the dutiful expression of a subordinate.
Yeah,
And
and Telamon will
nods.
disengage and come over here to you, and he goes, my lord, would you like to make a break for it? Or would you like to try
I
and
suppose.
Or would you like to try and take the route through the catacombs?
The route through the catacombs?
There's a route through the catacombs right over here. There's an entrance that goes down and around and into the tomb of Nasher Gondar. So,
Okay.
clear
I
shot.
assume there's zombies on the bridge still.
There's zombies on the bridge. There's zombies. So the tomb of Nasher Gondar, the crypts, is this
Mhm.
thing. But there is a secret entrance up here in the guardhouse. So there's zombies on the bridge, but not in the guardhouse, which is where your friends entered the thing. So if you would like, you could take that route through to get to the crypt.
So what's the benefit of taking this one?
The
Is it a
benefit of
shortcut or
taking
something?
the benefit of taking that one is it's closer to you, and there aren't any
Mhm.
zombies that way technically, or at least that
Okay,
you know
yeah.
of. The other
That is
way gets you
probably-
right where Rika is.
Okay. Much as he wants to be where Rika is, he is stressed and is thinking that the most logical option is the closest one.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you in the Tomb of Nashor Alagondar where you would pop up.
Okay.
And I just have to reveal the area quickly. So you kind of come up. What you notice is you're not coming up through like a regular hatch. It's kind of coffin shaped.
Oh, great.
And when you get up to it, there is not a body. Like there's no body in it, but there is a suit of armor in a like in a sarcophagus with a like long sword pressed to its chest like it was a person. And it's halfling sized. And Telemon just kind of gently lifts you up to try and not disturb the armor, and he will lift himself up and he goes, "I believe we have made it into the crypt."
Yeah, Gale would nod,
Um,
acknowledging that.
and he will slowly like slide the like sarcophagus lid back on and goes, "This is apparently, according to the tombstone, the resting place of the hero of Neverwinter."
Oh. Hearing that, Gale would look around.
Yeah, looking around, you can see that the other two coffins that are in this room are also branded, the heroes of Neverwinter. They don't have names. They've been long like eroded by time, because one of the hero of Neverwinter title is in stone. The other ones were in bronze, but it's been tarnished over time because of like rain and upkeep hasn't been really good in here. You also see, two more suits of armor, a pair of axes, like heraldry of like the city of Cormyr in this corner, the city of Flan here, and then the city of Baldur's Gate here, which are kind of the cities probably the cities these three were from. And then over in this corner is a wellspring of holy water.
Okay.
And something else that Gale would notice, because Gale is kind of keen-eyed, is the symbol of Sahanin Moonbow on top of the halfling's tomb. Like in very large, bold symbol. Like she is protected by the Lady of the Moon.
I think Gale would take a moment to like he'd look around, he'd be respectful about it, but then seeing the symbol of Sahani Moonbow, he'd like rest a hand on it and bow his head reverently for a moment, silently thanking her for the intervention earlier, just for a moment.
Roll religion.
Okay. Boop. 6.
Because you're in a place that is holy, you get a reaction, but it's not the reaction you would expect. You hear a voice. You hear a voice. It is not the Lady Sahani, which you have heard before, many, many years ago. You hear the voice of a halfling woman. She goes, "Don't worry. She's watching out for you. You'll be fine."
Was the voice emanating from the coffin?
Yep, the coffin.
Okay, Gale flinches back and
What?
just goes...
You've never heard of Ghost before?
Oh, just a spirit then.
Yes.
Apologies.
I am just a spirit. My armor. It would technically I'm just a spirit. I'm not allowed to physically be here anymore. But yeah, this is my tomb. Hi. The lady sent me to reassure you. She's got her eyes on you. Name's Isabel.
Thank you. You may call me Gale. Thank
Nice
you,
to meet you, Gale.
Isabel.
There are some people down in the main chamber getting attacked by plague zombies. If you're here to help them,
Yes.
you might want to hurry on. I sent a living
I
armor
must
to
go.
go help.
Thank you for your intervention.
No problem. It's what I
I
do.
will take my leave. Thank
and
you.
yeah, and you the next session, what will happen? Because I will let Gale kind of enter the room. Like you can get to I'll bring Telemon down, and you can bring Gale, but you guys can get to entering the room where everybody is, and that will be where we pick up next session.
Cool. We finally made it.
Yeah, you're finally back with your beloved Rika, and you see Dare hiding behind a big fluffy wolf creature with giant fuck off bat wings.
Great.
But yeah, so we will go back over here to the table. Thank you for playing. I appreciate it. Thank you, everybody who is going to watch this over on YouTube. Remember to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and fuck you, Dave.
Fuck you, Dave.